How about Hunter Greene? This guy's four-seamer averages 98.6. That's the highest among 126 pitchers who have thrown a four-seamer 200 times. But here's the weird part. Batters actually hit 383 off of that pitch. Wow. So he throws smoke, but guys are timing it.
Well, I think one thing he's learned in the big leagues, you could have a bazooka up there and shoot it at 110. Big league hitters will hit velocity.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the one thing about Hunter Greene, you can't teach experience. Every time he takes the bump, he's going to get better and better. But you see with his, I don't know if guys pick it up early. There was guys that threw hard that I could pick up their release point early, and all of a sudden it flattened out for me. So I'm like, oh man, this guy's throwing 97, 98. Yeah. Then there's certain guys that would throw 92, 93, but they hid the ball well, and it looked like it got on me sometimes. So I don't know if his deception is not good, if he's showing it too early or what it is, but all I know is big league hitters look like they like to hit it right now. But that stuff is so good, and eventually he's going to figure it out where they don't tee off in the fastball like they are.
Yeah, you said the first 5 starts, the next 2, the last, it's really been kind of inconsistent.
Yeah. And absolutely, when you talk about what he's been going through, I think for a guy who's as young as he is, you mentioned it, he's only 179 minor league innings. He's basically thrown a full season, one season in the minor leagues. He's 22 years old, really young. He's got a lot of work to do to get to the finished product that I'm sure he wants to be. Well, he reminds me a little bit of Noah Syndergaard. When Noah came up with us in 15, he had an electric fastball with a breaking ball, had a little bit of a changeup, and he would throw the 3 of them, but there were times and there were games where he was just a little bit inconsistent. And you could see guys saw him a little bit better, or maybe, his location wasn't great, whatever it was, and it just takes time. He ended up, as soon as he got called up, he actually went straight to Dan Worthen, our pitching coach. They both collaborated, said, okay, you know what, we're going to start working on a slider. We need another pitch here because I'm noticing hitters are they're on my heater. Guys have never been on my 97, 100 before. That's the kind of adjustments that we're going to see Hunter Greene making. He's a 2-pitch guy. He's a fastball slider guy. He throws some changeups to lefties, but he's pretty much a 2-pitch guy. Fastball slider, especially throws more sliders than fastballs to righties. But when you get to that level, again, 2-pitch guys, that's a bullpen. I think of a bullpen guy when I think of a 2-pitch guy. He's going to, work on his arsenal, polish it up, and then, of course, maybe add to it. Then we'll see a real, the Hunter Greene, I think that people were expecting, that the Reds are expecting, when he gets some more experience and a little bit of time under his belt.
As a hitter, too, when I'm sitting in the box with a guy with a 2-pitch mix that are both hard, fastball, slider, my eyes can sit hard. Right? But as soon as you can, I think one thing, even for a guy, if Hunter Greene doesn't throw it a lot, you just got to show it more.
Show the changeup to a righty.
Because you got to show it to a righty, show it to a lefty. Give me some deception so I get off your fastball slider.
Yeah, Hunter Greene, there's no doubt that he's got lots of promise and potential. People are excited about him, but right now, just not a lot of deception in that delivery, and the pitchers kind of know what's getting. It's funny, you mentioned a guy with a 2-pitch pitcher. If you're Doc Gooden, if you have a fastball and a curveball like Doc Gooden, no problem. Then that's different.
Fastball, curveball is
different. Fastball hook is different, but fastball slider, maybe just a little too much similarity right
But
now.
when he gets that third pitch, watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Right.
Well, and like Greene talked about, it's about the timing. As a hitter, when it's 2 pitches, but the timing isn't that far apart, there's not that much to differentiate. I can sit on that fastball and make an adjustment to that slider where I can get to it and cover a majority of the plate with it. That fastball, it's not going to play as much inside. When you have a pitch that'll slow you down a little bit more, a breaking ball or a changeup, something that makes you think as a hitter, now all of a sudden the adjustment I have to make to that off-speed pitch, totally different.
It's all about adjustments. Let's see what happens for Hunter Greene and the Reds. He'll get the call against the D-backs.